Yeah, wait. Would have been a lot easier if we had a dolly.
I like this technique. It's like... Okay, the question is this door gonna work? We know it's gonna fit, but I don't know if we can reverse this door so it opens the way we want. Gypsy, I just don't know.
I already took some stuff off of the inside. The weather stripping, these various parts. What are you thinking?
So, we definitely can't use this frame, which I knew that because it was left out in the rain, so it's like, it's just janky. Plus, the way it's designed right now on the hinges as is, it swings inward. We obviously need it to swing outward. So I think we're gonna just have to flip the hinges on the door itself. But then I think once we just recreate a new frame for this that's attached to the bus, I think it'll work.
Okay.
Plus this is the door that my dad installed at my old house, and that got ripped off the house since when my mom and Andy bought the house. So I'm just glad that I'm able to reuse this door because it was expensive and custom. It's locked.
It's locked. We're locked out.
It's locked. Oh God. So James is going to continue working on taking the doors off, and I'm going to take off this old frame.
I'm gonna run down to the store and get an Allen wrench.
Okay. Hinges are off and super rusty, so I think I'm gonna get some new ones. And I need to clean up the edge of the door because obviously it left some rust and it's a little bit scratched up and dirty, so that'll be next. All right, James got one of the doors off. He's working on the second. There's the first. Alesha's here for some moral support, but also so we can meet her cute little kitten. Or cat, people, if you can't tell by now. Can I see her through this little crack? Minka! You look so much bigger on camera, but I swear she's so tiny. You're so little. You're so little. Alesha actually did this right and trained her cat, Minka, to like the car, whereas my boys, I don't know what's gonna happen with that, with the bus. Hey.
All of a sudden, everything fell into it, and I was like, whatever.
So chill. Loving it.
Just vibing.
Vibing.
Wow.
You almost there, babe?
Yeah.
Nice.
There we are.
There we are.
Open for business.
I'm gonna miss these doors. I'm not gonna lie. I love them. I love them. But water was still getting into the bus, and they aren't very efficient and not very safe on the road in terms of locking up the bus. So it had to be done.
Oh my God.
So the door, this opening is just a lot bigger than, I don't know, it's just a huge opening. And this is a small door. So,
Come on, car. Relax. We have a lot of space to fill around it.
have to figure out a game plan here.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna stop filming.
All right, we're back at it. We have a game plan. I think it's gonna work. And so I'm just gonna show you our thought process on this, and I guess we'll let you know by the end of this video if it works. Yeah. Okay, so here is our mock-up of how we plan to frame out this doorway. Are you farting over there? Oh my god. Did Meg get ducks across the street? Are there ducks in the pond?
It's not like a barking spider.
Anyways, back to this. As you can see, we have these 2x4s on each side, and we've already notched out around this piece of metal that juts out, and then this part is where the door would actually fit, and then it would close up against this edge. Make sure that the doorway had enough surface area to rest on. We added this little kind of step that comes out a little bit further on the bottom. When we complete the rest of the stairs, we will make sure that this is flush with whatever we end up putting as the stairs. But for now, this is just to get us going to get the door in.
One thing that I do want to add is that we're working with wood again, which is much cheaper than metal.
Doesn't mean no. Does not mean you can mess this up, because we've had these boards for like a month now, and they're finally dried out. I don't want to wait another month to get this done, please. So now's the part where I don't do much, and James does all the cutting, and I just tell him.
She's afraid. She's
what?
afraid of
I
metal
am afraid.
saw blades and
I'm afraid
stuff.
of anything with blades that
Circular
spin.
saw, skill saw. Those
I'll
are the
get
same
there.
thing.
But when I have
Table
you,
saw,
I don't need to do it right now.
chop
So
saw.
Hello.
I told her it's good to be afraid
it's good to be afraid.
of these things, because they have no remorse for fingers. They want to eat fingers after.
Wow.
Here goes nothing.
We're driving cars on a Mars tonight. We're blasting off to the stars tonight. We wanna go, go. We wanna go, go.
Already got our first snafu. This is gonna be in the way. So I think we're just gonna take whoa. I think we're just gonna take it off. Will it go back on?
Dude, and
Who knows? Oh, I'm tightening it. No.
How many of these have?
Just 2 screws.
So we'll see. We're gonna find something in here, because
Yeah, probably dead mice.
she shook the dang thing and a hickory nut fell out, or whatever the heck, chestnut. We might have a squirrel nest under here.
Oh God.
Well, there's
Okay, a couple nuts.
Nice.
Nothing nuts.
Oh, look at that over there.
Oh
Whoa.
my God, little. Well,
Wow.
I'm glad they chewed up these.
Look
and
at
not
where
our-
they stored
I
them.
know.
In the zip tie.
Well, better than them chewing up our wires. At least they're
Oh.
munching on this.
We'll see. Lots of little poo pellets.
Well, I do like this. I do like this, but maybe we'll come up with a better design with something nice and wood.
I say we. Ooh!
Little cat
I got an
bed.
idea.
Flower bed. What?
We trace that symbol
Mhm.
and make a wooden plaque out of it.
You're asking a lot of me. That
I'll
ability.
do it. I'll
Hand
do
carve
it. Hand carve it. All right.
Here we go.
Feel tight? Barely moving. That hopefully we can fix.
Oh, the gap will go away once we screw it in.
Tight up there. We'll suck that in, and there. We just gotta get some beast screws, no rinky dink, you know, and then if we can get the sawdust out of my eye, and then we'll be able to continue.
Almost in. But James is getting hangry. So we have to take care of that before we do any more work, which will probably not be today.
Stop. Don't film me.
Exactly. We are finally back working on the bus. It has been, I want to say, close to a month, because we actually took a 2-week trip to France, and that's because we were at the world premiere of the film I worked on, Ethos, and it was premiering at the Cannes Film Festival. It was such an amazing experience, one that I will remember forever. You're gonna have to come back and check out my channel for that vlog, which I will hopefully get out in the next couple weeks. But we're back now, and we have to focus on getting this doorway done and starting the interior of the build, so here we go. So with both of these sides cut, we're now going to notch out the corners on the insides of each in order for the door to sit in there. And then the top we have to figure out. We have this huge gap up here. The door is only really going to be raised a little tiny bit off the bottom. So we need to figure out how to fill this space up here. We're thinking we might just get a 6x6 that should go over this gap and then rip it down, so that's actually a 6x4. So it'll meet up with these beams on either side nicely. Yeah, that's kind of maybe what we're thinking we have to do, because otherwise it gets pretty complicated trying to put anything else up there. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, DJ, let's hear the tunes.
You drive me crazy. Every other girl them beneath you. The wine and eat her. Take the dance floor, me girl. Girl, me see you wine up your waistline. Time to the moving to the baseline. Me see you wine up your waistline. The party you full up like a daytime.
Get it in there. Right. Nope.
Uh-oh. Wait, but this side got...
Nope.
The top is a little... Top I could... Oh. There we go. There we go. Okay.
I would say that's too tight.
I know, right? There's still a gap between the metal and the wood over here. I think when we screw it in, it's gonna... Oh, okay. What'd you do? Okay, but now it's not perfectly square, but that's okay. Right?
I mean, it's just not square at the bottom, but I'm not like that worried about that. Like, look, look, look.
You can't be in front of the door and say, "Look."
Look. That looks pretty good. Let's flush her.
All right, a couple more cuts and hopefully it will fit really nicely. All right, so it's a couple days later and we are so close to getting this framing done around the door. Over the weekend, we picked up a 4x8 Douglas fir beam, which I found on Facebook Marketplace, and that is what we are going to be using as our header above the door because we have such a big gap that we have to fill right now. All right. Ugh, God, this is heavy. All right, well, it's not gonna be this big or thick, but that's the idea. Oh my God. Oh my God. I should go to the gym more. So we found this beautiful beam which has a lot of character, and I think it's just gonna be a really cool like accent piece above the door. We may add something to it somewhere down the road, but for now, I think it just looks great as it is. So we cut it down and notched it out, which took a little bit of time because, well, one, don't give James Dairy Queen in the middle of a project because apparently it's a sedative for him. He was just like knocked out. No sleeping on the job. We got wood to cut. Babe?
No.
Babe? I can't. You're like, oh my god, you're so heavy.
Help.
As much as I can do. But also because we had to get creative with some of our techniques to notch out parts of the wood, just because some of the notches are on the end, some are on the long side, but we figured it out. Ooh, pop goes the weasel. There you go. We also cut channels on these long pieces in order to fit this weather stripping in, which this is actually the old weather stripping that was on the old framing, so we are able to reuse this, which is great. So with everything cut, we did try to assemble everything and put it in place, but it's all really snug against each other. So we only got so far putting it in place because we just didn't want it to get like stuck and not be able to take it back apart to stain it. We are so close to getting the framing in. We don't want to get these two sides in all the way though, because the likelihood of us getting them back out to stain them is not looking good. So we might just have to trust that our measurements work and that the door is gonna fit, stain everything, and then get it in, fasten it in, and hope for the best. Overall though, I really feel good about how we've framed it out so far, and I do believe that the door is gonna fit fine. Obviously we know it fits fine this way when these pieces are all the way where they should be. We weren't able to test the door all the way up with the header, but there's definitely enough room, enough clearance. So I think what we're gonna do next is take this all down, and then I'm gonna start staining. I can't wait to show you guys what I have planned for the door and this framing, but you're gonna have to wait till next video to see that. Hopefully it all comes together in the next video and we'll have a door on this bus and everything will actually be sealed up, and then we can move to the inside. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Right, Indy? Say bye. Bye.